Hi, my name is Heidi Angelica, and I am a hobby card and paper crafter. And today I'm going to show how I make these tiny little mini milk cartons with lids. I got the idea from a blog and a YouTube tutorial by the Paper Pixie, Julia DeMatteo, and she makes a lot of these neat little boxes that I have been trying to make recently. And yesterday I made 3 of these boxes. I think they're really cute. They hold like a small treat or of some sort, or you could use it for other things if you want to. So they are made in 2 parts. You have the base of the box, and then you have the lid of the box. So I'm going to try to show you how to make those. You start out by cutting a piece of paper down to 3/11/16 of an inch by 3/11/16 of an inch. This is going to be the base of the box. And I am going to start scoring it to make folding lines. So it's going to be scored, the 3/11/16 by 3/11/16 piece of card is going to be scored at all sides at 1 1/4 inch. So we have 1 1/4 inch right here. 1 1/4. So on all sides, that means I have to turn it all sides here. And 1 1/4 of an inch. Turn it again, 1 1/4 of an inch. Wait, I skipped something here. What? Turn it one last time and score it the last side at 1 1/4 of an inch. All right, before I put it aside, I'll just burnish all sides. So I'm going to use my bone folder to help burnish. So, and then the last one there. All right, the next thing we're going to do with this one is to cut it down a little. And what we need to do is to cut flaps that sort of folds into each other. So what we'll do is we'll start by cutting the first one into the first score line. And we'll cut into it so we make it a little slanted. So that's the first one. Then we turn it and we cut here into the cardstock. Make a little slanted cut, and also on the outside. Then we turn it again. And we do the same here. We cut into it, we slant it, and also on the outside. And then the last side in, and we slant it, and on the outside too. The last thing we're going to do before we put it away is cut 1/16 of an inch on each of those flaps, just so that it fits into the rest of it when we fold it. And the last one, like so. I just drew a quick little template which shows the cuts. And this now looks like this. So what we'll do right away is fold it and glue it together. This is a quick little thing. Just put those to the side. I've chosen to use wet glue, And I use Ranger Multimedia in the matte finish because it dries really well and strongly. So what I'll do is, it's supposed to come together like this in the end to form a box. This goes inside this one. So what I need to do is put glue on all the flaps. Three eighths of an inch and 1/8, 1/8, 1, 2, 3. It's easier to see where I score when I score on this side of the paper. We can still fold it the other way. And then 1/8 of an inch. We turn it. And then we score it several places. First at 1/1/4, or 1 1 1/4, and then at 2 1/2, and at 3 3/4, and at 5. All right, and then we went to 1 7/8 of an inch, scored down to the first score line, and at the second one we go 4 3/8 of an inch. Should be the middle. That should be right. Then we're going to score from the top and down to the bottom. And I push with this one, I push it in. That's not good. Ooh, what an awful sound. That's the first. And that's the second. The second. Just checking that it will fold in on there. And it will. All right, then we do what I started to say. We're going to nick the paper on an edge on the both sides of the 3/8 inch. We will fold and burnish on old creases or old score lines. And then we are going to glue this one together too. Looks like the paper is kind of... That's crooked. That is crooked. I give up. How did that get crooked? And the paper is ripping. All right, well, what we're going to do anyway is put some glue on here. And on this one, I choose to put double-sided adhesive, just because I need just a strip. That's a bit too long, that's okay. We'll put that down there. Peel it off, the paper, the backing paper. And I had a little strip that was extra that I'll put on top of that and peel off. Then we should be able to just fold that in at the first crease or the first score line and do the same on the opposite end. Lay it flat on top And that is our top. Now all we need to do is fold it in, put our fingers on the score lines that we made, the short score lines, fold it in, and make sure that we have a square at the bottom. You can choose to adhere this in different ways. You can put on an extra piece, or you can just glue it. That is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take my liquid adhesive, put on the inside, and use a paper clip again to hold it, oozing out, hold it in place. So I'll just steal paper clips from this one, just to hold it in while it's drying. It's a perfect little top. So now we have to take the paper clips off the bottom one, because that's dry now. And we have a perfect little thing, and hopefully this will fit perfectly on top of this one. There. And we'll just push it down. And we have our little mini milk carton. Then you can decorate it however you want. On the other ones that I made cut out little hearts and put on the side. It's up to you what you want to decorate it with. But it has to be small, and it has to sit on the top. No glue goes on the bottom, because then you won't be able to pull it off and put it back on. Good. That was a quick tutorial.